How's it look? Crazy? Yeah. Hurricane Helene has just hit Johnston overnight. I'm going to show you around a little bit. It is crazy out here. I know my friends in Florida, I feel so bad for them that have lost everything that they have. We're fortunate here in this very strong building. We've only had some water intruding in, but take a look at the street. There's debris everywhere. The town just put up fall decorations, and those are all over the street now. This scarecrow looks like he's leaning over throwing up, which, well, I think a lot of people probably feel like that right now. Wow. Holy cow. Well, the battery is dead in the van because we haven't had solar power for 2 days now, so we've been in the dark already without the bad weather. Now we don't have any way to charge anything. This phone is almost dead, so I'm not going to be able to charge that pretty soon. There's just stuff flying all over through the air. Oh my goodness. Part of the roof fell off. Even the guardrail for the railroad track broke. The roof has made its way all the way down the street. We heard it coming, flopping around. It's crazy out here. Well, we found a safe place to harbor the third generation sign, and also I went ahead and fetched a couple other things that were floating around the street. That big piece of metal that I was running from on the sidewalk, well, I was afraid it was going to hit the Vanity or Sarah's car, so pulled that inside and found this stuff too. I'm gonna have to find the location of that, but this one came from next door, third generation. Clean it up a little bit, put it back out. Since we don't have power, solar power, or no, the whole neighborhood, the whole city, I think, is out of power, the whole county. I think I read 200,000 people around this part of South Carolina and Augusta, Georgia, are without power today. So it's going to make it especially challenging to go find a way to charge our stuff and find Wi-Fi. All the coffee shops are closed. Staples is closed. Well, everything's closed. I'm going to go park in front of the library and see if I can fetch some Wi-Fi that way. And maybe some food. Even the grocery stores are closed down, so it's rough going around here today. Okay, well, obstacles everywhere. Library is closed. Even though it says it's open, it's not open, and the internet's down, so no internet there. A lot of things are down here on Old Calhoun Street. Cops directing traffic down there. Water tower's looking good though. It's up, not down. Nice new paint job up there. This is really too bad. I'm feeling bad for my friends all over the place that are withstanding damage. I'm feeling bad for these people. It's terrible. I just noticed it from sitting across the street. I got a lot of damage here. Sorry, buddy. Tidwell Jewelers. Their sign's gone. Wonder where it went off to. Found it. Wow. Gonna need some repair. That's just styrofoam. I wouldn't have guessed that. Huh. Somebody just collected it all. That's nice of them. There you go. Like it never happened. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going to Edgefield.
No.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's dragging a wire. Oh, whoops.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're not going there. Nice van. Lucky folks right there. Telephone pole down there. Well, we're stuck. There's nowhere to go. This is our neighbor's property. I know he's been wanting to clear out that whole property anyway, so maybe it's a blessing back there. We've driven around town. All the roads are blocked except for one road that goes over to Bridge Spring. There's trees all over the place. It's really devastating to see. So, man, it's tough, but there are some small little blessings that we've come across today. One is this floor project that I've been working on for a little while, just bits and pieces at a time, using acetone to clean it up. Well, the rain washed in these doors last night and made it a whole lot easier to deal with. Looks pretty gross right now, but the water really does make it easy to get it. I wouldn't say easy, but a little bit of scraping in there. Comes up pretty good. That came up real easy. Some spots are easier than others. Wow, that's not bad. It's gonna look good. Getting cleanup going already. Hey now. A little air gap under there. One other cool blessing about today is I got to charge the phone and the computer and everything because one of our friends, Pete, let us borrow this Honda generator. It's perfect. So we're going to use it for a little while, run some tools on it. Right on. Thanks, Pete. Love this thing. Gonna have to get one. It's so quiet. The day's getting away from me, but I got a lot done. Got nearly the whole entire floor done, at least in this section. We got a little bit more behind me here, but not too much. And it looks good. I think it looks better than the spots where the acetone was used, because the acetone left a little bit of a haze where the goo all collected and you couldn't really get the whole thing off. You have to wipe it. If you didn't wipe it fast enough, it would leave this haze on it. But the water worked just as good or better. So, well, now we know. Let's clean it up here and see what it really looks like. Yeah, I think with some adhesive remover, that's gonna shine up nice. Even the parts where it's a little hazy over here. Still looks crazy, but it looks really good in comparison to what it used to look like. Nothing like how it's gonna look like though. It is gonna look real good. I promise you that. Once we repair some of those tiles in there and just make it look as new as possible, it's gonna be awesome. Speaking of cleaning up things, check this out. The streets of Johnston are totally clean. We heard the guy blowing the leaf blower like we hear over there right now. But they have totally cleaned everything up. This is awesome. I think we're gonna have a redo on the fall figurines out here, all the scarecrows, the not so scary scarecrows. Well, the little plant that's growing out of the rooftop over here, it lasted through the storm. I don't know how. I thought for sure that'd be a goner. Well, this guy is a goner. The headless pizza delivery guy. Where's your head, buddy? Yeah, there it is. There. Now you're back to normal. Well, I told you in the last video, doesn't matter how much planning you do, something usually comes up to derail your plans, and you just got to keep moving through it. Like the hurricane. I did not expect the hurricane to be blasting Johnston and this part of the state so hard. There's 200,000 people, I've learned, still without power, all through this part of the state, all through Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy, unexpected. I love a good storm, but not when it causes all this stuff. Like, everything is closed down in town, and the next town, and the next town over in Columbia. And as far as you want to drive, well, I think you'd have to drive about 2 hours to get to power. That means no draft beer. That means no going out to get the Mexican food or the really awesome Southern food buffet down the street. None of that. It's just hanging out. It is a beautiful evening though. The weather's really nice. It's 70 degrees right now. I'm loving it. See some work getting done down the street on the window that's blasted. Nice night. Nice night to regroup. Nice night to walk around town. This little tiny building here on the corner with all the video cameras was the original police station for Johnston. That was the jail and the sheriff's office, or the policeman's office. Like the real life Mayberry. At least it looks good while it's all messed up. Wondering how many hurricanes and tornadoes and terrible storms and beautiful days this old building has seen. While I was doing that last shot, looking at the building, I looked up and realized, oh, there's a window missing up there. And yeah, sure enough, the hurricane blew out a couple of the panes of glass, but it was in a particular part of the window where I was trying to remove it anyway delicately, so I could use it as a template to make some new parts of the window here. Yep, that one. The other one's on the ground. Got a lot of repair work to do out here. Going to replace a lot of this wood. Not today or this week or probably even this month. That's going to have to be put off. We're going to cover up those glass panes, fix that, and then get on to the real business, the plumbing. That is starting tomorrow morning. Thought it was going to start today, but this day got away from us in a good way. That was a good distraction. There's, a lot of reasons why putting that project off for one day, it was a good idea today. And I'm glad I got that floor cleaned up and have some new opportunities up here. I just noticed right now that another 2-3 panes of glass are busted out of this window. No big deal. It all needs fixed anyway. So it's not like I wasn't expecting some things like this to happen. But we've got a lot of work to do right ahead of us. Glad you're here for it, friends. I really am. I really appreciate your company on this adventure in Johnston, Peach Capital. craving a peach pie right now. And just one more thing. To all my friends that are in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, all the places that were affected by the hurricane, cleaning up a mess, and those that have lost everything, well, I'm thinking about you over here. I'm hoping that everything's okay. If you have friends that are affected by this, well, just drop them a note, send them a message, let them know you're thinking about them. I'm sure they appreciate it. I've appreciated it. Got a lot of messages today myself asking if everything was cool. It was very kind. Thanks, everybody. And well, that's hurricanes are something that happens in places like this. Friends, thanks for joining me. See you in the next video. I was just taking an evening walk and noticed there's still a lot of work to do. Even though the streets look really clean, a lot of work has already been done. Still a lot to do. Not just for me, for a lot of people. See you in the next video, friends.